Hello everyone, this is White Wolf, and we're going to be going live. I haven't done a live in a couple days, and we're finally in Tampa, Florida. And this live, I really wanted to make the point because I had this humongous download about inner trust and having faith and knowing what you're trying to create and generate is going to manifest itself, and knowing that everything will start to have a follow through within your lives, and understanding that the manifestation and feeling like the worry or the stress of it or how it's going to happen has no bearing over what you're trying to channel and what you're trying to bring forth and what you're trying to generate within your own reality. And it's understanding that your spirituality is your personality, your thoughts, your emotions, everything, your energy, your vitality, everything inside of yourself is allowing you to build inner trust and inner faith and inner wisdom while you're channeling and trying to manifest, and making sure that everything has a follow through, and knowing that if things happen circumstantially or things cancel or you don't know how it's going to happen, but you're not basing everything on outcome. You're not basing everything on the outcome of the manifestation, but you're allowing the manifestation itself to be generated, to be created, and to have complete allowance within yourself, and know in your heart's desires that you're going to get what you want, you're going to get what you desire, you're going to get what you ask for. And it's really just asking specifically what you want to generate, what you want to create, and what you want to allow within your own life. And understanding that is really understanding, having that inner trust is trusting the divine, trusting that they're going to fulfill the destiny and the understanding of that wisdom, having that generation of energy, having that fluctuation of energy, and having a flow state in while you're manifesting and what you're wanting to create within your life. So we're all generating the flow state so that there is a fluctuation, so that you're able to channel so many different energies. You're here to channel the energy of attraction, but you're also channeling the energy of having a clear state of mind, body, and spirit. And when you have that trust within yourself, that means that you're following your heart. And when you're following your heart, you're not based on what the outcome is or what the thought is or what the emotion that's attached with it. And you will have your emotions as you're going through, some people say, the struggle or the suffering, which I don't think it's a struggle or suffering. I just think it's really us going through what we need to go through to obtain that wisdom and that understanding, and being more firm and fair in the way that we do things. So don't feel like you are not doing something right. Don't feel like you're not understanding what you need to understand, or learning what you need to learn, or accumulating what you need to accumulate. It's all happening in divine timing. It's all happening because of your willingness to learn, to grow, to expand, to clear, but also to know where you need to be. And knowing where we need to be is understanding that when we're kind of fed up with a certain state of being, a certain state of consciousness, or a certain state of thought processes, or wealth, or anything of that nature, it doesn't matter what it is. It means having inner trust is having inner trust in the universe, that everything is being generated because you're tapping into your own inner universe, which is that universal understanding of universal love. And it's almost as if we're really quantum leaping and quantum jumping into so many different parallel realities, parallel aspects, but also wanting to learn, wanting to grow, wanting to expand, wanting different relationships, wanting different experiences, wanting more journeys. And having that inner trust is really just taking the waltz with the Creator and knowing that the Creator will direct you on how you need to do the waltz, how to do the dance moves, how to move with the music, how to go with the flow of things, and following a breadcrumb trail of excitement that will lead you to so many different ways of obtaining faith and making spontaneous actions, making choices that really define who you are and really make you have those expanded peak moments within yourself. Excuse me, guys. I am literally really tired because we went through a move. We had to drive all night. I had to help the movers, which I shouldn't have had to do that, but I had to. So if I look a little tired, if I sound a little tired, it's because I am. But I had food and I had my 0-calorie energy drink to pull me through this live. But I wanted to say hi to you guys because I didn't have the ability to go live, and I didn't want to go live again in South Carolina, but I'm in Tampa, Florida now with my lovely girlfriend, Morningstar, and we're doing really well, and we're just happy that we're back. And once you're kind of done with a place and you're wanting, to go back home, and I can consider this one of my homes. But home is where the heart is. Home is where you make it, and spirituality is what you make it. You have to make your own meditative life. You have to make your own meditative expansion within yourself, and you have to live your life within that guided meditation, and you have to guide yourself as becoming that extension of source energy. So having that inner trust, it tests our faith, it tests us on our willingness, it tests us on our decision making, but it also tests us on knowing that we have the free will of choice and have the willingness to do a lot of good. So understanding that is really having the firm understanding that if you have the willingness to do good, if you have the willingness to dare to dream, it's just meaning that living out your dreams is the most difficult thing that you're going to do within your life. Living out your dreams and doing it in a beautiful state, but also having the willingness to embrace your enlightened perspective in every aspect of your life. Rather it's finances, rather it's your job, rather it's your children, rather it's, moving from another state to another state like we did. Or rather it's just picking a specific ice cream. It doesn't matter what it is. Everything is a spiritual occurrence, and everything is a spiritual action and things of that nature. So I had to move the camera back in the shade. So having the understanding of inner trust is really trusting your team, trusting your guides, trusting your higher self, and really trusting your instincts to really think for yourself, knowing that you can pick and choose who you want to be that day. You can pick and choose to even get angry if you need to get angry to get that out of you. Or you can choose to spend that money when it seems very nonsensical or doesn't have any logic attached to it. So it's ditching our attachments to what we think is only possible and tapping into the infinite realm of possibilities. That's the hardest thing to do. When you have to tap into the infinite realm of possibilities, you're going into the unknown. You're going into unfamiliar territory. You're going into territory that you're not familiar with, because then we have a familiarity with other versions of ourselves. And since we have that understanding and that new version of ourselves, and getting those downloads and getting that wisdom and getting that understanding within ourselves to really know that, wow, the journey is never ending. The journey will always test you. The journey will always try to bring you to a state of clarity, knowing yourself even deeper, having profound moments where you just know that it's divine. You know that it's magic. You know that it's creation itself, and you know that you're here to watch it unfold. And if you feel like spirit is going to leave you at the door, you have to ditch that. You have to ditch the very fact that the divine is not going to just leave you empty-handed. That is their job to assist us. Our guides, our higher self, even our partners are here to guide us in so many different ways and give us a lot of learning and expansion and truth and understanding, so that we can build that inner trust within ourselves. Inner trust is really hard because you have to sacrifice your image, you have to sacrifice your ego, you have to sacrifice everything that you think is just simple, just run-of-the-mill, just kind of surface level, and you have to find out that there's a gray area within that. It's not just black and white. It's always going to lead you to those moments where you're surprised. You have to allow spirit to surprise you. If you don't allow spirit to surprise you, then you're never going to be surprised, and you're never going to allow yourself to manifest the things that you weren't even thinking about, or create the things that you've never knew that was inside of you, because a lot of us have creation that's been locked up for so many lifetimes, and now we're finally opening up to that understanding. We're finally realizing that we have so many different things that we can do all at once, because everything everywhere is happening all at once. We have to understand that as well. So I'm going to keep continuing this live, but I wanted to say hi to you guys. I'm glad you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are, not going through moves like me and my girlfriend has. But I hope that pieces to you all, because I've kind of missed going live, because it is my job and it is my anointing and it is my pleasure to always deliver to you guys, and I'm always very thankful. And that's another thing, is being really thankful to just deliver, to allow Spirit to use you as a beacon of love and light, and not to use you in a negative way, but to use you in a positive way, so that you can be that channel for people. And that's what's most important, because giving is receiving, but you have to have a fine balance of giving and receiving, because then that will allow you to, it'll be firm and fair. Spirit's firm and fair. I've always felt like that was always a good way to describe Spirit. It's not like your mom and dad, being unjust or unfair to you, but it's firm and fair, because they need you to give back to the universe, because we've been doing this so many times that we need to clear all this energy of non-forgiveness, not giving back, not helping people and teaching people and guiding them. So that's why we're awakening here. And that's why we're really embracing our true selves, our most authentic selves. Because it's giving us understanding of what we need to do, who we need to be, what we need to realize, and what we need to accumulate. So guys, also, when I get back and settled in, I'll start doing readings again online. So I'll let you guys know that. But also, you guys can book private sessions. It's 1 hour for $120. And yeah. And if anything longer, just let me know. But I do psychic readings, healings, activations. If you've never been here before, this is a spirituality channel. I do meditations, I do metaphysical healings, and I do activations and all that jazz. So I'm going to take my time with this live, because, I'm still kind of recovering from the move. My biceps are sore and I've been moving stuff. But I wanted to do this live in front of this beautiful tree. It has masculine and feminine energy inside of it. And it's a very old tree. And it's really just allowing yourself to be connected, to feel connected, but to walk in the connection and the flow state of your new beginnings. So every time, there is no endings. I only believe in new beginnings. I don't believe in mistakes. I only believe that there's happy accidents. And I don't believe in being super knowledgeable, but I do believe in just knowing what your truth is and what you need to do and what you need to expand within your heart. So I don't believe we have to be super knowledgeable. I don't believe we have to be the best trained person out there. I just think you need to be true to your heart, to your desires, to your purification, but also be thankful in the midst of all of that. Just being thankful for everything. And even in the times where you're maybe not as thankful and you're maybe going through a lot of healing, or your emotional roller coaster, or anything that you're going through, there's always grace for us. A long time ago, I used to think that grace was something that you earned, but grace is something that you just are. Grace is something that was given to us when we incarnated on this earth, and also when we are born physically. So grace happens for all of us, and grace is never ending. And you'll see it within those peak moments, within those really expanded moments of manifestation and attraction, that you will see undoubted and very aligned grace, like just come over you, but also come over the people that are around you. But also you'll see source working in so many different ways, in mysterious ways, in ways that you would not believe that source could work. And it's understanding that the divine works like that 24/7, probably more than that, all week, 365 days a year. So we don't have to make it so hard. We don't have to overcomplicate things. We don't have to overthink things as human beings do. We just do that. It's like Tony Robbins said, our mind is a $2 million device and year-old device, and it's always focused on what's wrong with this, what's wrong with myself, because your mind is designed in a fight or flight situation, right? So now we're initiating out of that, and we're giving up the fight or the tug of war or the tussle within ourselves, the inner conflict within ourselves, so that the conflict outside of ourselves finds some resolve and finds some recalibration. And then we're able to really come back into sync and recalibrate and be more balanced. So everything that's inside of ourselves has to do with everything outside of ourselves. So if we don't like the outer appearance, that means we haven't changed the inner appearance. And if we haven't changed the outer appearance, we haven't changed the inner appearance. So we have to, it's a two-way street. You have to do both. And I'm not going to be the one to say that I'm perfect, because I'm learning with all of you. And that's what's beautiful about it. We're all learning together, and that's why it's graceful. So even in the midst of where maybe you get triggered, or maybe you get into a frenzy, or maybe sometimes you just pick an argument for no reason, there's always grace for us all. Just don't think that grace will not shine over you. It has already shined over you. It's just having the understanding that it's always been shining over you. Not that you just stumbled upon grace, but your entire life progression, there has always been grace for you. And if you can look back even in the past, because I can look back in the past, even before I awakened, where I knew that there was grace on my life, and I knew that the divine was always protecting me in some way, shape, or form. I always knew that there was some light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that's a good perspective to have, is always know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I love what Pamela said on this live, and I hope she doesn't mind if I read this. I was so proud that I kept my emotions in check last week when my ex tried to trigger me. And what's so amazing about that statement is that she had the thought and the recognition that, oh, I'm not going to let this affect me. I'm not going to let this bother me. I'm not going to let this bother me, but she acknowledged it. And that, the whole point of this entire live, I love that she said that, because I needed to do that while I was moving, because I tried my best to have patience throughout the whole move. And I didn't really lose my patience. It was just more of a bit of a frustration because I had to help the people, which I shouldn't have to do that. That's why she paid them. But no, I think everybody should learn that. It's just kind of keeping ourselves in check and checking ourselves before we wreck ourselves, and just having that inner trust and acknowledgement and that inner knowing that we find out what our faith is, what our choices are, how we can make this really exciting and more expanded, and have a greater understanding of clarity, having clarity within ourselves, and having the ability to see past our own mishaps and our misfires, but also seeing that the divine is always assisting us, kind of like we're a basketball team. We're like the point guard, but the divine is like the coach and the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator. So manifestation, we have to have defense and offense. We have to have it be a two-way street. And having that inner trust and that inner faith and that inner knowingness will allow us to push through what we're resisting within ourselves and what we're lacking in the faith department, but also what we feel like we are lacking, because lack is not a real thing. Lack is not a real thing. And it kind of drives us completely nuts, because we think it's a real thing. We think being logical is a real thing, and that's not either. And playing it safe is not really very expanded either, because if we play it safe, we're not going to realize how much we can really manifest and how we can really generate new realities and new progressions and new patterns and new coordinates and a different blueprint to actually go by. Instead of going by the blueprint we've been going by, it's becoming more present within yourself. And when you're more present with yourself, you're more in the present moment itself. So when you're allowing yourself to be present, you're not focusing on what happened or what didn't happen for you when you were a kid or what didn't happen for you in a past lifetime. But you're maintaining that future focus. You're actually attracting the future more because you're placing your desired reality in the present. I know I say that all the time, but it's really, really true. And understanding that we will always get what we want and desire in the end, always. But if we have that faith that we are that blessed, that we're that thankful, that we're that courageous, that we're that loving and playful to accept that imagination and that inner child within ourselves, then everything will just change organically. And there will be a change not only inside of you, but there will be a change in everybody and everyone around you. Because that's what we're here. We're working on the change inside of ourselves, but also the change within others. That's why it's the service to others path. So, I think that was my message, but I'm going to do some healing energy. I feel like some people need some healing energy. So, if you guys want to book private sessions, I am moving in on Monday, so just let me know within your schedule where it could work, and also something within my schedule, because I have a busy day tomorrow. I have to get up in the morning and we have to go to the new house. So just work with me, guys, and I'll work with you. I'm Eastern time zone, and it's $120 for 1 hour sessions for psychic readings, healings, activations. But we're going to do some healing energy right now. And I'm going to back up a little bit. And so we're going to do some healing energy, and I hope no bugs are on me. It doesn't seem like there is. So also book private sessions. Also, if you see me go live doing some readings, you guys can take up on that. And also, I have appointment packages. I might have to update that. So if you find that video, I might have to update the prices and stuff. So without further ado, this is White Wolf, and we are going live. And we're doing some healing energy. So I want you to receive a heart activation. So a violet flame is going to help you clear a lot of energies within your hearts. There's a lot of healing and clearing energy. So if you need that within your lives, just let me know. And also just accept this healing within your hearts, within your minds, within your body. And also we're going to have the Intergalactic Council help us with this healing energy. And also just bring in a bionic blue light from the ninth dimension to kind of up the frequency and up the vantage point. And I have some other guides that I'm not quite aware of yet. They're extraterrestrials. They're very powerful. I don't even know their names, but I know that some of them have an amethyst and some of them have like a golden aura. So allow those guides to connect with you as well, and also allow those guides to help you with whatever you need. And with this healing energy, just allow yourself to feel different. We're going to activate the nose, we're going to activate the ears, and we're also going to ground within the earth. So we're going to ground within the earth as well. And also Jesus and the Apostle Paul is helping you guys put the billion layer protection grid over yourselves. And we're also going to activate the pineal gland as well. And we're also going to connect with Sasquatch. So Sasquatch is helping you with the pineal gland activation. So developing telepathy and other psychic abilities. And we're having energetic downloads come crashing in. Wow, this is really powerful. So these downloads are crashing in. Some of them are from past lifetimes. Some of them are from the Intergalactic Council, but also a lot of this is from the angelic realm. And also this is coming from your guys' absolute reality and the monad, the I am presence, the 12 aspects of yourself, which is basically all of your awakened selves and aspects. So we're connecting with them. So Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Sandalphon, Raphael, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, and there's just this wonderful kind of turquoise, golden, purple energy right now. It's very beautiful. So also we're having this rainbow dragon give us a lot of gifts as well, because every time you see a rainbow, it's a gift. And so the rainbow dragon is just allowing you to see everything as a gift, as something being gifted to you, as something being shown to you, but also something being expanded within yourself. And as I'm rubbing my fingertips, I notice that there's this beautiful lightning energy. It's like these lightning bolts are like firing off, and they're being sent out to the universe to help people. I believe that there's a certain country that's going through trouble right now. I think we're sending loving energy to that country. I heard Master Ko, I believe, talk about Turkey, or there's a couple other countries that are having it a little tough right now. So let's send love to that. Let's send love to this earth. Let's send love to your friends, family, and loved ones as well. And let's just hold space for the entire collective right now, because I feel like that's what needs to be done as of right now. Let's just hold space for everybody. Let's just, for a moment, just hold space for everyone. And the Galactic Dragon is helping us with our 5th dimensional blueprint as well. A dark blue Galactic Dragon. So there's this beautiful unicorn, like 10 feet tall. And this unicorn is helping you with your inner child, your imagination, your playfulness, but also the ability to just ask for what you want. And don't be alarmed, I'm going to snap 3 times. Don't come out of your state, but just maintain that state. Now let's just bring this all together as this is coming to a close. Let's raise the energy, raise the vibration, raise the anointing, and raise the energy levels, but also allow ourselves to send healing, love, and light to the entire universe. And let's just all take a deep breath and blow. And as I snap my fingers, you'll come back to, you have a greater sense of clarity, you'll know who you are, and you'll become the Oracle of Loveline Wisdom, which is God manifested in the human form. And so it is. Hello guys, I see a lot of new people have come into the feed. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you for that. I think I've given you some readings before. And I just want to thank everybody for this live. You guys make the dream work, and you guys are the teamwork, and you guys make it very daring to share. So I want to thank you guys so much, and also haven't been able to go live because I've been moving and stuff. But also, if you guys want to book private sessions with me, it's White Wolf. It's 1 hour for $120. And I might have to update the appointment packages. And also, if you see me go live, I will be doing a like, share, and gift live very soon. I just don't know which day I'm going to do it. But I'll probably make a TikTok about it or something like that. But also, this whole live was just to help you guys find your inner trust and your inner wisdom and your inner knowing. And being comfortable in your divine skins. Just being comfortable with who you are. And just being comfortable with the very fact that life changes for a reason. And everything happens for transcendent reasons. And it's just finding how you can align to that. Finding the needle in the haystack. And being in the eye of the hurricane. And being the warrior that whispers to fate that I am the storm. And you need to move out of my way. Because I can withstand the storm. If that has to be your mantra for the rest of your guys' week, then allow that to be your mantra. That I am the warrior, I am the storm, therefore I can withstand the storm. Because that makes it very powerful, and it makes it very fluent, and it makes it very known that your presence is known. So I have my payment links in the bottom there, guys. If you want to book private sessions, just book a time, date, and day. I'm Eastern time zone. And just let me know what your time zone is. But also, it's probably going to have to be probably later in the week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, because I am moving in on Monday. So I want to thank you guys. Thank you for allowing me to go live. Thank you for receiving. And thank you so much for being a part of this. I want to thank you guys. I love you guys so much. And I hope you can know that I'm honored and blessed to deliver to you guys always. So thank you. God bless. And namaste.